Now, President William Ruto has continued to receive backlash from a section of leaders and Kenyans over his recent remarks on using the ceremonial sword and power granted to him on dissenters of his affordable housing project. Speaking at a Thanksgiving Mass in Kisii County on Saturday, President William Ruto had claimed that the sword handed to him is a sign of power and vowed to use it appropriately. The head of state sentiments have since prompted concerns and reactions among Kenyans, with the Law Society of Kenya being the latest to condemn the utterances, saying they are a direct threat to the rule of law and administration of justice. Our very own Alice Diana begins our bulletin with the following report.
Nyinyi mlimpatia uwezo hawa watu wote ambao wanataka kutuzuia, mimi nitapambana na wao. Mimi nahitaji tu maombi yenu, kwa sababu si mnajua nilipatiwa panga pale, nilipatiwa sword kubwa hivi. Kwani mnafikiri hiyo sword ni ya kukata mboga? Si ni ya kufyeka wakora hawa? Ndawafyeka kabisa.
President William Ruto has come under fire following this statement that he made on Saturday during a Thanksgiving Mass in Kisii County. The Law Society of Kenya is the latest to hit out at President Ruto's promise to use the ceremonial sword to deal with people who are trying to sabotage his projects. Addressing the press today, LSK President Eric Theuri said the sword is meant to protect and uphold the Constitution, not to be wielded as an instrument of oppression.
The President's statements, which seem to label those utilizing constitutional court processes to question government decisions as adversaries of national progress, are a direct threat to the rule of law and the administration of justice. The Law Society, as a primary defender of public interest, finds such characterization misleading and deeply troubling.
LSK has called on President William Ruto to respect the ongoing constitutional process and refrain from issuing such veiled threats, saying the utterances amount to a threat to court, which is scheduled to hear and determine an appeal on the housing levy.
Those threats coming at a time when the government has already filed an appeal and at the Court of Appeal challenging the three-bench decision of the High Court. We consider that to be a veiled threat to, one, the judiciary, and two, to all the parties that are engaged in that litigation. And we, as a society, condemn such actions because they go against the Constitution. The Constitution guarantees the rights of every Kenyan to challenge and go to court where they feel that their rights are being threatened. Those rights cannot be taken away from Kenyans, cannot be impeded in any way.
A section of Azimio-affiliated leaders, including Rarieda MP Otiende Amolo and Kileleshwa MCA Robert Alai, also criticized Ruto, highlighting that the threat extends not only to parties and lawyers involved in the petitions, but also to the courts handling the cases. Notably, LSK had joined forces with Busia Senator Okiya Omtatah in opposing the implementation of the Finance Act 2023. Specifically, Omtatah challenged the introduction of the 1.5% housing levy on all salaried Kenyans. The High Court on November 28th this year ruled the affordable housing levy unconstitutional as it imposed taxes on salaried Kenyans, excluding the informal sector. LSK President Eric Theuri has affirmed that the society will not be intimidated from challenging any government decisions that offend the Constitution. Alice Diana, Hope TV Newswatch.